As anime has surged in popularity over the years, so many different shows are getting wide releases. This being the case, it can be a bit difficult for good shows to separate themselves from the rest. What's even more tragic is when a big show doesn't get its dues, as other mediocre shows continue to thrive. In this video, I'm going to discuss Blue Exorcist, and how it never rose to the heights that it should have. Before we dive in, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. You wouldn't want to miss any new videos. So, how exactly did Blue Exorcist come to be? It all started from the mind of manga artist Kazue Kato. Kazue Kato wanted to be an animator in her early years. This did not sit well with her father, who thought that she wasn't serious enough with that dream and that she should go to college. Well, luckily, Kazue Kato dropped out of college either way, beginning her career as a manga artist by creating several short series. Her first big manga was none other than Blue Exorcist. Blue Exorcist first ran in Jump Square magazine on April 4, 2009 in Japan. Like most other manga getting published at the time, its initial interest was low. However, due to Kazue Kato's great art style and excellent storytelling ability, popularity started to surge rapidly. This culminated in the 7th volume of the manga series, selling 1 million copies. Blue Exorcist was officially the first manga published in Jump Square to break this record. Once a manga starts to generate this kind of buzz, particularly when serialized in a not-so-popular publisher, then it won't be long before an anime adaptation follows. This was the case with Blue Exorcist. However, the anime didn't have the smoothest of transitions. The Blue Exorcist anime was originally scheduled to broadcast on April 10, 2011 in Japan. However, due to the 2011 earthquake in the Tohoku region of Japan, the date got pushed back by 1 week. It opened to rave reviews from critics and audiences alike. Eventually, it began broadcasting in the US and Canada the following year on October 2, 2012. Despite the fact that the manga is still ongoing with 27 volumes and 132 chapters to its name, only a couple of chapters were initially adapted for the anime, running for only one season of 25 episodes. This didn't sit well with hardcore fans in the manga who wanted to see the anime continued, and it would take 6 years for a second season to be announced that only ran for 12 episodes. As a manga, Blue Exorcist has enough longevity and excellence for the adaptation of the anime to not be so lacking. Sure, it's not the biggest manga ever, nor does it have the most intricate story, but it has sold about 15 million copies to date. Despite a movie and a stage play adaptation, why hasn't Blue Exorcist got the anime adaptation it deserves? Well, to answer that question, let's dive into the world of Blue Exorcist and examine some of its characters, stories, and struggles. In the world of Blue Exorcist, there are 2 realms: the human realm, known as Asaya, and the demon realm, known as Gehenna. Gehenna is ruled by Satan and populated with evil spirits. Under normal circumstances, the passageway between these 2 worlds is closed. However, evil spirits can cross into the human world by taking possession of a person's body. The story of Blue Exorcist follows Rin Nakamura, a 16-year-old student whose life takes a turn for the worse after he discovers that he and his twin brother are the sons of Satan. This realization takes place during a traumatic event in which he finds his mentor Shiro Fujimoto under threat of demonic possession. Even though Rin can't save his mentor's life, he comes into possession of the demon-slaying sword, Kurikara, which both ignites and controls Rin's demonic powers. Following this traumatic incident, Rin is introduced to the world of exorcists. He comes to discover that his younger brother, Yukio Akamura, is already aware of the demon realm and has been training to become an exorcist himself. Rin then gets enrolled in an exorcist cram school, where he falls under the tutelage of his younger brother and discovers that the school is part of a larger organization of exorcists controlled by the Vatican City. At the school, he undergoes a lot of challenges and forms meaningful bonds while looking to get stronger. The story of Blue Exorcist has had 12 major story arcs so far. However, only 9 of these arcs have been adapted into anime. These include the Exorcist Cram School Enrollment Arc, the Exorcist Candidate Live Combat Arc, Kyoto Impure King Arc, Terror of the Kraken Arc, Academy 7 Wonders Arc, Shamane Illuminati Arc, Exorcist Exam Arc, Ayomari Hachirotaro Arc, Blue Knight Investigation Arc, Blue Knight Remembrance Arc, and the Of One Cloth Arc. In each of these arcs, Rin and his friends continue to get stronger while also receiving shocking revelations about their school and the world at large. They each gain new powers and abilities as they prepare for their final showdown against Satan. The first arc in the series, the Exorcist Cram School Enrollment arc, features Rin enrolling in True Cross Academy following the death of his surrogate father and mentor, Shiro Fujimoto, and discovering that he is the son of Satan. Protected by Fujimoto's friend, Mephisto Feliz, Rin hides his identity and tries to fit in while training to become an exorcist. In the second arc, known as the Exorcist Candidate Live Combat arc, Rin attempts to make friends with the other students at the school while training with them. However, during a test on their camping trip, Aemon, one of the 8 Demon Kings, attacks the group. In an attempt to save his friends, Rin reveals his secret as Satan's son. After the battle subsides, Rin is captured by one of the paladins at True Cross Academy, Arthur A. Angel. In an attempt to save Rin, Mephisto Feliz makes a wager with the True Cross Order to see if Rin has what it takes to become mankind's greatest line of defense against Satan. This is followed by an anime-only arc in which, while recovering from Aemon's attack, the other exorcists have a hard time accepting Rin as their friend after learning his secret. Meanwhile, Ernst Frederick Egan, the grandfather of Rin and Yukio, takes over the academy and appoints Yukio as a paladin. The origins of the Okamura brothers and the Blue Knight come to light, and after learning of the truth, Rin, Yukio, and the other exorcists known as X-Wires and upper-class exorcists join forces to stop Satan's comeback to Asaya. The final arc in the anime, known as the Kyoto Impure King arc, follows the events of Rin and his friends after failing to recover the left eye of the Impure King, an ancient artifact revealed to be one half of a heart belonging to a powerful demon king. In this arc, the X-Wires are sent to Kyoto to protect the right eye of the Impure King. In Kyoto, they meet Ryuji Suguro's family, one of the friends of Rin, and the Myo Daharani, a Buddhist organization. Meanwhile, the X-Wires cope with learning Rin is Satan's son, and Rin attempts to earn back their trust by training to control his flames. Despite the recovery efforts, the left eye gets stolen, and the Impure King is revived. When it comes to powers and abilities, Rin mostly uses his sword. Although he has control of the blue flames which engulf everything they touch, as such he usually combines both his sword and his blue flames to great effect. Rin's younger brother Yukio is a gunslinger who uses augmented guns and bullets. He isn't as powerful as Rin, nor does he have control of the blue flames. Well, he kinda does, but that's anime only. Either way, he makes up for these deficiencies with his great intellect and ability to resist demonic possession. Their father figure, Shiro Fujimoto, was thought to be the only man capable of withstanding demonic possession by Satan himself. As such, Satan was always after his body during his life. His power as an exorcist was great, as he was able to take care of high-level demons pretty easily. Another important character, Shura, is an upper-class exorcist and mentor to Rin Okamura. She trained under Rin's father figure, Shiro Fujimoto, learning a great deal from him about demonic combat arts. Even though Shura poses as a student, she's actually an undercover operative from the Vatican City. Her powers include excellent swordsmanship, which can be augmented with air-based attacks. Another important character is Mephisto Feliz, who is an exorcist as well as a demon king. His real name is Samael, and despite his background, he does not really serve demon kind. His powers include exorcism, fire-based techniques, and demonic summoning. And last but not least of the main characters in this series is Aemon, who is one of the Demon Kings. He served as a major antagonist in the anime series, and he has the title of the King of Earth. He has vast control over the earth and land, capable of creating earthquakes. I remember watching this anime when it first came out, and honestly to this day, it's a classic. It's definitely one of my favorite animes that I've ever seen. And I was totally blown away by the animation, and the story was crazy. There are many characters in the anime and a ton of twists and turns in the story, and it's a shame that it didn't actually get to continue and finish, because it kind of just cuts off randomly at the end and you're left thinking, what? Basically, Rin and Yukio and a bunch of other exorcists are like on a bridge fighting this huge ass cat at the end of the first anime. It's real odd, but I guess that's why we're here. to talk about what happened to Blue Exorcist. We know how great the manga is, but why was the anime lagging so far behind? Well, there are a number of answers to this question, but one of the major reasons is that the manga doesn't proceed at a regular pace, and so it's hard for any anime adaptation to keep up. As brilliant as Kazue Kato is, as a mangaka, she usually takes long breaks away from her work. This is largely due to personal reasons, and as such, the story has not had as much time to develop. For this reason, it isn't really profitable for an anime adaptation to continue beyond the second season right now. The anime might run out of story and might have to resort to heavy filler material to keep going. And as we all know, filler is something that puts fans off. It's possible that in the future, when the story is complete, Blue Exorcist could continue. For now, die-hard fans like myself will have to deal with the manga and its eccentric pace. So there you have it. If you want to see more videos, click the like button, hit subscribe, and press the bell icon to get notified for when the next video drops. Until next time, peace.